Welcome to Vina Home Garden. Transform your outdoor and indoor spaces into thriving, beautiful havens with our gardening tips, DIY projects, and creative home decor ideas. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, Vina Home Garden offers practical advice, step-by-step tutorials, and inspiration to make your space bloom. What we cover: easy gardening tips for beginners, creative landscaping ideas, indoor plant care, DIY garden decor projects, seasonal planting guides, budget-friendly home garden transformations. Join our community of plant lovers and home enthusiasts. Subscribe now to get weekly updates and inspiration to grow your dream garden. Incorporating bonsai into your garden landscaping is like painting with living art. Bonsai, with their miniature yet majestic presence, can bring structure, elegance, and a sense of calm to any outdoor space. When combined thoughtfully with broader landscaping elements, bonsai trees become more than individual statements. They become part of a larger symphony that elevates the garden's visual and emotional appeal. Bonsai trees represent nature in its most refined form. By mimicking the appearance of full-sized trees in miniature, they capture the essence of growth, time, and tranquility. As a garden decor element, bonsai can be used to add a sense of structure, focus, and texture, complementing other natural features like rocks, pathways, and water elements. What makes bonsai so compelling is its fusion of artistic expression and natural growth. Bonsai is not just about pruning and shaping, it's about telling a story through form and space. When integrated into landscape design, this storytelling expands to encompass the entire garden. Each bonsai becomes a visual punctuation in the narrative of your outdoor space. Choosing the right type of bonsai is key to harmonizing with your garden's overall theme. For a Zen garden, consider Japanese black pine or juniper, which offer traditional aesthetics. For a tropical or lush setting, ficus bonsai or bougainvillea may be more appropriate. Each tree brings its own character and vibe, so select ones that complement the tone and texture of your landscape. Strategic placement of bonsai trees can dramatically enhance the flow and balance of a garden. Consider using them at key focal points, near a pond, along a path, or at the entrance of a garden room. Elevated platforms, rock pedestals, or decorative pots can help highlight their form. Think of them as visual anchors that draw the eye and calm the mind. One of the strengths of bonsai is their ability to create vertical interest without overwhelming the space. When layered with other landscape elements, like ground covers, medium-height shrubs, and tall trees, bonsai help create depth and texture. A well-designed garden feels like a journey, and bonsai can act as gentle guideposts along the way. There's something undeniably magical about the combination of bonsai trees and water elements. A bonsai placed beside a pond, fountain, or cascading waterfall enhances the feeling of tranquility. Reflective surfaces amplify the tree's presence, while the sound of water complements the quiet serenity bonsai embodies. This pairing evokes the balance of yin and yang in garden design. The rugged texture of stones and the delicate artistry of bonsai make a striking pair. Integrating bonsai into a rock garden adds contrast and visual tension that captivates the viewer. Whether nestled into natural crevices or staged among gravel beds, bonsai can soften the harshness of stone while emphasizing its organic beauty. Not all bonsai need to be planted directly into the ground. Displaying them in artistic pots or raised containers can elevate their visual impact and add dimension to your landscape. Raised displays also allow for easier viewing and maintenance, and they give you more flexibility in rotating your design throughout the seasons. Bonsai offer an ever-changing display of color, shape, and mood with the seasons. In spring, they burst with new leaves and blooms. Summer brings fullness and shadow. In autumn, fiery colors take center stage, and in winter, their bare branches become minimalist sculptures. Incorporating them into your landscaping ensures year-round interest and inspiration. Just as bonsai require light to thrive, they also shine, literally, under the right lighting. Soft, indirect illumination in the evening can turn a simple bonsai into a glowing feature. Landscape lighting placed beneath or beside the tree highlights its texture and form, extending the garden's usability and beauty into the night. Imagine walking along a stone pathway and encountering a series of small, beautifully shaped bonsai. Placing bonsai as pathway accents encourages mindfulness as one strolls through the garden. Each tree becomes a moment of pause, inviting reflection and admiration. It's a subtle way to transform movement into meditation. Bonsai can also enhance the relationship between nature and human comfort. Placing a bonsai near a garden bench, patio set, or meditation area softens the transition between man-made and natural elements. Their presence brings intimacy and life to seating areas, encouraging guests to linger and enjoy. One of the most beautiful aspects of using bonsai in your landscaping is the act of caring for them. Regular pruning, watering, and shaping turns maintenance into a meditative practice. Gardeners become artists and caretakers of miniature ecosystems. This ongoing interaction deepens the personal connection to the garden itself. For a more sustainable approach, consider integrating bonsai with native plants and materials. Native stones, wood, and ground covers create a grounded, authentic feel. Bonsai grown from local species are also easier to care for and more resilient in your specific climate. This combination ensures harmony with the natural environment. The combination of bonsai and landscaping is more than a design choice, it's a way of cultivating harmony between the natural world and human creativity. These living sculptures bring structure, depth, and peace to outdoor spaces, turning gardens into sanctuaries. Whether you are an avid gardener or a casual enthusiast, adding bonsai to your landscaping can transform your garden into a timeless work of living art.